For 50 years, conspiracy theorists have claimed the moon landing was faked. They point to a waving flag and shadows and lack of stars. These theories can all be easily debunked. Anybody who believes the moon landing is a hoax should be forced to watch the video of the whole thing. All 3 hours of it. It's so boring. It couldn't possibly be anything but real. Seriously.
The boot color of my boots have completely disappeared now into this hall.
Let's take one of the most iconic moments of the 20th century. That's when Neil Armstrong takes one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. It's iconic, it's incredible, everybody knows it. Except if you watch the video, before he takes that first step, he has to climb down the ladder and then practice getting back up again, just to make sure that he can actually reach the first rung to get back on the lunar lander. So when you watch the whole thing, as it happened, in real time, it kind of kills the magic of the moment.
Okay, I just checked getting back up to that first step. That isn't collapsed too far, but it's adequate to get back up. Roger, we copy. It's a pretty good little jump.
As the conspiracy theorists would have it, the whole thing was staged, maybe on a movie set at Area 51, maybe out in the desert somewhere. But surely Hollywood could have come up with something better, something with better stage directions, something a bit more exciting. You know, the former president of the Flat Earth Society, he thinks Arthur C. Clarke, a science fiction author, wrote the script for the whole thing. But if that was the case, don't you think he would have come up with some snappy dialogue, some drama, some big shows of emotion? Instead, it's 3 hours of slow-moving video and mostly boring chats about cable length and how to get the cameras into focus, not to mention the long stretches of silence and times when everyone is actually off camera and there's nothing to see. Neil Armstrong himself, he spends a long time with a scoop out on the surface of the moon collecting samples. And it takes 20 minutes for Buzz Aldrin to make it out of the lunar module. Although when he does finally get ready to climb down, he actually produces the best line of the whole thing.
Making sure not to lock it on my way out.
Look, the level of calm the astronauts show it's really impressive, and the video is hauntingly beautiful. It's not especially difficult to see how people watching at home, watching this for the first time, would have been totally enthralled with the moon landing. And there is something interesting about the minutiae of the humans walking on the moon for the first time. But America is the land of outlandish and oversized everything. A land of rodeos and air shows and loud cars and motorcycles. If Americans were gonna fake the moon landing, you'd better believe it would be a bit more exciting. There'd be some high drama, some memorable one-liners, maybe even an explosion or two. That's the sort of stuff America's great at. In reality, the video is fascinating, but it's brain-meltingly dull. And if that doesn't prove to the hoax believers that this is all real, then nothing will.